What is up, ladies and gentlemen? My name is SonicRanger. Welcome back to Beacon Pines. Man, this has been going on a lot longer than I expected it to. This is a much bigger game than I was expecting. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm like, I can't stay away from this game for too long, so we're going right back into it. We are at Chapter 6, The Heist. We got Big Boy Rolo, we got blue-haired Beck, and we're still sweet little Luca, who has so many problems.
They spent the night's end huddled around that small map, formulating a plan to infiltrate the headquarters of Perennial Harvest.
They don't know who his mom is actually his gran in this version. Yeah, that's right. So they still think his mom is probably in there somewhere.
It would be no small feat. A modern facility equipped with all manner
his
of
mom
technology.
they're trying to rescue. It was her mom. They're trying to rescue Nellie. Oh, that's right. Okay, I had to remind myself where we were. They want to go in and get Nellie because there's a good chance she's not going to be released. Because she's most likely going to be just like her predecessor and be murdered because she's a loose end. She's going to be loose-ended.
Not to mention the swarm of clipboards that would most certainly be scattered throughout. By the time the sun began to peek through the car window used as a makeshift balcony door,
car?
All were in agreement. This could just work. The final day before the festival would be used to prepare.
Crazy. So crazy it just might work. If you don't know that reference, I feel sorry for you.
They'd need to pool every resource at their disposal, pull every favor.
Any of you who do know it, just let everybody else know in the comments what that's from, because it's a great movie and everyone should at least see it once.
Even enlist some unsavory characters around town with important tasks only they were suited for. Luckily, there was enough ill will and mistrust toward Perennial Harvest that alliances could be found at a bargain. Luca, Beck, and Rolo rubbed their eyes as they exited the treehouse. They hadn't slept at all that night. There was no time. The festival was to begin in one day, and they each had their assignments.
Man, this sounds like a big heist. Look at Big Rolo, my gosh! Turned him into a dang adult. Alright, quick recap. Rolo, you're gonna talk to Roxy. Cordially. Without her in fits, this whole thing could go bust. Cordial is my middle name. And how do you plan to explain your new...
He waved vaguely at Rolo's sizable figure.
circumstance? Bye, she'll be so happy I'm alive she won't even notice.
Beck snorted an involuntary giggle.
And Beck, you're sure Ilona won't just shoot this whole thing down when she hears it? She'll listen. Once she understands the danger Nellie is in, danger we're all in, the plan will make sense. Okay. That leaves me with Gia, Jeff, and then Iggy. We're bringing Iggy into this? Oh good. I miss Iggy. How are you gonna persuade them? I'll think of something.
They each looked at each other with sleepy confidence.
I really want to be there for Rolo revealing himself to Rocky, I'm just saying. Well, Godspeed! I really want to be there when he tells his sister, shows his sister what's happened to him. Alright, let's start with getting stuff. I'm assuming I don't have any more fishing things I can do right now. There's probably nothing else for me to do with that. Well, it's almost done. You trapped, sir. Nope, not talking to you, clipboard. Jeff should be this way. Most likely. There you are. Hey, Jeff. What can I do for you? What can I do you for? Well, I know how much you hate Perennial Harvest. Hate's a strong word. Oh, sorry, I didn't say it was the wrong word. Gotcha. So, we're gonna break into their headquarters, and I thought you might be able to help.
Jeff wheezed out a long snicker.
Oh, I got it right. You see, I knew you kids were all right. Great, so you'll help?
The joy in Jeff's face drained instantly.
Not a chance. But give me one good reason I should risk my hide aiding and abetting you rascals.
Looking into the sullen eyes of his would-be accomplice, Luca blurted out the first word that came to mind.
Oh gosh, I can use all these. Hide, junk, naughty word, and fight. I'm going with this one. Yeah, that's all. I can't. Still ain't helping. Ain't that something? So I just got.
Luca wasn't ready to give up so easily. He shouted out again.
I've done enough fighting for one lifetime and more than my share of losing. Time's come to hang up the gloves. I ain't done with you, sir. Junk. Yeah, what of it? Sonny, I've got more junk than a king has copper. Ain't interested. Hide?
Jeff's brow perked up.
What'd you say? Go ahead and hide then.
Sensing some traction, Luca carried on with vigor.
That was definitely the last one I would pick out of that lineup, so... Let a bunch of kids do what needs to be done. We're not afraid.
Jeff's scowl faded with a sigh.
Say what you will about old Jeff, they will do. But you'll never hear him say I hid from nothing.
One good stomp of the foot was all Jeff needed to drive his point home.
What was it you kids needed? Some sort of disguise. I've got just the thing. And while we're at it, that crate should come in handy. This ain't gonna be free, you know. I'm thinking 5 bags of sour gob chicory. Put it on my tab?
Luca offered out his open hand to seal the deal. With a firm and dusty grip, Jeff reciprocated.
Done. Swing by first thing in the morning. Interesting. Oh wait, who am I looking for? I'm looking for Iggy now. Most likely Iggy is over here to the south. Some reason I'm feeling that's where he's at. Nope, I was incorrect. How about we try up this way? It's closed. Getting ready for the festival. Dawn! Aww. Oh, there we go. You ever wondered why an agriculture company employs an army of survey takers? The clipboards? They say they're just trying to make us happy. Do they want to make us happy? Or just figure out what makes us happy? An important distinction. Fair enough. Oh, she stayed awake for a while this time. Oh no, she's staying awake. Look at you, girl! Up indeed. Let's try up here. See if maybe they're hanging out. The cool kids. Nope, not today. What are they, in the woods? Wait, didn't I come from the woods? I did, didn't I? Thought I did. Yeah, I came from the treehouse. So where the heck is this kid?
The road leading to Beacon Pines was long and uninspiring. A sort of natural barrier for the impatient.
I guess it makes sense. There are other places to go. I keep forgetting. It's obviously not that way. Where, oh where is Mr. Iggy and Mrs. Tish? Where, oh where did they go? I wonder if they're in the library actually. Nope. Why would they be in the library? Libraries are for smart, cool people. Hi. That's what I was looking for. Hey Tish, look who it is. Luca, are you here to try to tickle us to death again? Oh yes, this is that one. Look, just hear me out.
Iggy raised an eyebrow suspiciously.
We're listening. Iggy, I know we've both had been giant bags of... to each other.
Iggy gave a reluctant shrug.
You're not wrong. But lately, life has been kinda... hard, you know? Hard? Yeah, well, life's always hard. Get over it, we ain't interested. So I have to do a...
Luca knew they'd need Iggy and Tish to pull this off. He tried again. Iggy gave a reluctant shrug.
Life's kind of strange, you know?
Iggy considered the point.
Things have been weird around here. So I'm offering a truce and asking for your help. What do you say we... pull our hostilities? At least for now. Pull? We'll pull away from nothing. Buzz off. I guess the...
Iggy gave a reluctant shrug. Iggy considered.
break our hostilities, at least for now. We do like breaking things. Even if a truce means less breaking things. What if I told you there was a way to have a truce and break stuff? Go on. I need you to cause a distraction so I can sneak into Perennial Harvest HQ.
A wild-eyed grin spread across Iggy's face.
My, Luca Van Horn, I'm impressed. And after this is all done, maybe you and Tish can come hang out at the treehouse sometime.
Iggy glanced over to Tish, who nodded in agreement.
Fine. But not because we want to see your crappy treehouse. We just like to cause chaos.
With a quick nod, Luca was off.
Even though we all know that Iggy has wanted to see the treehouse for a while now. Oh, wait. Did you hear that, Tish?
Iggy gazed up at Tish with a smile.
You invite us to hang out at the treehouse.
A single tear ran down Tish's cheek.
I never expected this day to come. How wonderful. Aw, they're so cute.
Chapter
Gosh,
7.
I love this game.
Into the Hive.
Oh, guess makes sense.
A good heist requires preparation, and thorough preparation takes time, something they had precious little of. So far, everything was in order. Jeff, Iggy, and Tish all agreed to do their part. Beck radioed Luca that night with a simple and covert message. "We are locked and loaded on my end." And Rollo, after a lengthy confession, managed to persuade Roxy and Fitz to help. He stowed away in mission control for the night to avoid attracting attention. Rollo, being uniquely suited for the role, would be the first to breach Perennial Harvest. The outfit provided by Jeff wasn't perfect, but a convincing disguise is 10% wardrobe, 90%
Heck
confidence.
yeah.
Rollo took a few vigorous breaths and shook out his arms.
Just stay calm, Rollo. You can do this. Got your delivery here. Delivery? I don't have anything in my notes about a delivery. One moment. I'm so sorry, but there's no delivery scheduled for this morning. Right.
He had to think quick.
That's because this goes directly to the founder. He asked it to be kept secret.
Rollo sighed, adjusting his tool belt.
You know how the founder can be. I suppose we can leave this one off the records. You're so smart, Rollo. Our harvest awaits and such.
With a stroke of his mustache, Rollo proceeded into the Perennial Harvest headquarters.
Our harvest awaits. Package here for the founder. Oh, I didn't hear anything about? Yeah, this is a need-to-know kind of thing. I'll just check.
He stammered and flipped through the pages of his clipboard.
This goes directly to the founder. I don't have time to fill you in. Oh, I see. If you could just complete this form.
Rollo interrupted with urgency in his voice.
Every time with the forms. Look, if you want to explain to the founder why I'm late, well, it's your funeral. I'm sorry. What did you say your name was again?
Rollo panicked.
Our harvest awaits. Sir, that's a restricted area. Excuse me, sir. Our harvest awaits. Ready to light the candle, Tish? Yep. Suck on this, perennial ham fist. What was that?
The distraction was enough for Rollo to regain his confidence.
Just open the door. I've got a job to do.
The clipboard fumbled around in a frenzy.
I should check on that noise. Oh, come on. Just buzz me in already. Okay. Phew. That was close. Our harvest awaits. Hey, I figured, when in doubt, stick with the classics. Well, that was a close one. But you pulled it off. Nice work, Rollo. Alright, everyone knows what to do? Yep, deep engineering is to the north. I'll go with Beck, in case you need some muscle. I'll head east to the Founder's office. You two be safe. Better not go that way. Keep going this way. That's odd. There's not even any cups for the water. That one has a mat. So does this one. Solomon?
Solomon stopped in his tracks.
Luca? What are you doing here? It's a long story. Are you okay?
A veneer of confusion flashed across Solomon's face. His words rushed out dramatically.
No, I'm most certainly not okay. Some strange people grabbed me and... Were they in hazmat suits? Yes, how did you know? They brought me here and locked me away, and when they were distracted, I ran. Dang. Okay, you should stick with me. We've got a plan.
Solomon's facade briefly faltered.
I like how she's making it clear. We already know. We? Yeah, Rollo and Beck are headed to deep engineering. Thank heavens you found me. We've got to get out of here. We can't leave just yet, but they'll catch us again. I've got to do something first. When you were running, did you happen to see a door marked Founder? Founder? Why are you looking for him? I'm not. I just need to get into that office. Now that you mention it, I do think I saw a door that said Founder. It was just down this way.
Luca happened to notice a plaque above the door.
Office of the Founder. Knocking comes with consequence. Oh, here it is. I'm so smart. So it is. It's pretty lucky I ran into you, or else I might have missed it. Truly fortunate.
Luca tried the handle.
Locked.
Solomon leaned forward to examine the mechanism.
Regrettably, it seems to need some sort of electric lock. Oh, it is an electric lock. I don't know how we could possibly defeat a lock like that.
Luca smiled and looked at his watch.
Let's just wait a minute. Seriously? That is so dangerous. I don't know what sort of funny business you're up to, but I like it.
She mimed a quick hat tip and ambled off with a whistle.
Howdy. Good afternoon.
The light on the keypad changed from red to green.
How did you do that? It's good to have friends. Quick, let's get inside before someone spots us.
Luca switched on his walkie-talkie.
Rollo, I'm in. And as expected, there's a control panel. Great timing. We're stuck at the locked door marked 24601. Need you to get us through. What if someone catches us? We should get out of here. I'm not leaving my friend, Solomon.
On the computer screen, a green cursor blinked in a password field.
Surely don't have a way to get around the password.
Luca pecked out his best guess. Underground secrets. The screen blinked to life. Columns of green numbers glowed on a black background.
Wait a minute. Let me see if I'm remembering the order of how this goes. Because I'm on... Right. I'm on the one where we run into him. But... Secret underground is up this way, though. How did he learn secret underground for this way? I'm confused. Wait, how did he know underground secrets? I need continuity, game. How did you just guess that? Oh, it's this absurd password Rolo heard when he was down here before. It's funny how someone arrogant enough to call themselves the founder uses such a basic password. Or they were thinking several moves ahead, not expecting anyone to guess something so simple. These villain types always end up outsmarting themselves.
Solomon's jaw clenched into a half-smile.
Your powers of deduction are as impressive as your luck.
Luca quickly scanned the columns for number 24601.
Rolo, I think this should do it. Bingo bango. Doors open. Luca, you never fail to impress. I'm trying to remember to make his voice deeper. What's that slippery lout even doing down here? We have a friend whose mom is in trouble. We're here to get her out. I see. Okay, Luca, I think we're close. The next door is marked 13806.
Once again, Luca scrutinized the numbers on the screen. In that moment of distraction, Solomon reached forward and pressed a large red button.
Maybe this one opens the lock. Crap, we've got company. Luca, must go faster. One sec, I can't hear with all this noise.
He quickly skimmed the screen with his finger.
Here it is, 13806. Go, go, go! Curse these fumbling hands. My apologies, Luca. Don't beat yourself up. I know you were just trying to help. Of course he was. Uh-oh. Oh, man. No water cups. Rolo! Rolo, are you okay? Rolo, come in.
Mr. Kerr approached with a sneer and spoke into his walkie-talkie.
You can turn off the alarms. They're trapped.
With self-satisfaction, he called into the hallway.
That, my dears, is a dead end. Nowhere to run. Rolo, where are you? Are you okay? Yeah, I think we lost him. Making our way back to Nellie's office. Okay, you two rabble-rousers are coming with us. Nope. Oof. Make a break for it! Did that little brat just kick me? Don't just stand there after them. Okay, I think that worked. Roxy and Fitz have them on a wild goose chase. I'm having trouble following what just happened. Like I said, it's good to have friends. Rolo, how long do you think Roxy can distract them? How long can Roxy keep someone mad that they can't see straight? Let's just say we've got time. Enter Nellie's office now. Mom! Oh, honey, what did you do to your hair? I thought you'd be happy I was finally using the young chemist lab kit. You sure have a knack for making me incredibly proud in the most frustrating ways. We need to get you out of here. We? Who is your adult friend? Oh, I'm not an adult. Ever heard of a growth spurt? I had more of a growth speed. No, that's not possible.
Nellie leaned over to examine his teeth.
Substantial banding on the enamel of the molars consistent with tempus liquidum exposure. Is that what you call the gunk they forced me to drink? You drank it? Oh no! They told me it was only being tested on plants. Oh, Beck, sweetie, I promise I didn't know. Mom, what the heck is going on with this place? I was brought here to work on the discovery of a lifetime. A novel chemical compound was discovered under Beacon Pines as a wellspring they called its source. They called it tempus liquamine. It pulls energy from its surroundings in order to fundamentally alter matter's relationship to time. It was the secret to Valentine's fertilizer. I guess I'm kind of understanding how they're saying it now, so it's So it's basically altering the time of the matter it touches. So for a human body, it makes it grow or shrink, age forward or backwards. That's what that is. So that tree branch aged forward and backwards and forwards. That's why it grew buds and then died, even though it was already dead. But it's basically just doing that. Interesting. And that probably explains how it works with the fertilizer, because you can either age the plants forward faster or age it backwards.
They harvested the source, infusing small amounts of Tempest liquamine into the product. It worked wonders, drastically accelerating plant growth. Crops would be ready to harvest in a fraction of the time, but it led to complications.
The foul harvest.
Perennial Harvest came in to clean up the mess, to succeed where Valentine failed. But Tempest liquamine is rebellious.
Rebellious?
You can think of it as a manifestation of change itself. It's volatile by its very nature.
So the more you try to force it to do a specific thing,
The more it resists, yes.
I can relate to that.
My role was to finish the work of my predecessor, Dr. Prescott. Harnessing Tempest liquamine is to reliably manipulate an organism's age. Just imagine how many people we could feed. Mr. Kerr was very insistent that we achieve a successful result before today's harvest festival.
But you didn't, right?
Nellie
You
sighed.
know how much I love a good puzzle. I poured myself into the problem. It wasn't long until I discovered oddities in Dr. Prescott's notes.
Oddities?
They contained obvious errors, mistakes that someone of his reputation would never make. So I fixed them,
And now I get to replace my entire wardrobe.
I really am truly sorry.
Those clothes were all hand-me-downs anyway. It sounds like Dr. Prescott figured it out, got cold feet, and intentionally sabotaged his own work.
I had considered that possibility. I sent a letter asking him to clarify his thinking.
Mom, Dr. Prescott is dead. Kerr had him killed.
What?
I overheard them talking about it on the radio. It's why we gotta get you out of here.
I just...
Like now.
Wait, the vial. I finally solved the chemical equation allowing direct control of aging. Mr. Kerr picked it up just before you came.
All the more reason we gotta hightail it. Luca, we've got Dr. Modwell heading your way now. Roger that. Be careful. Alright, everything's on track. And what is your plan for escape? We'll go over everything when we get there. In the meantime, maybe we can dig up some more info. It looks like the founder was helping Kerr plan the festival. Why would such a secretive leader be obsessed with a party? Only time will tell.
Luca held his hand up to the ashtray.
Still warm. He must have been in here recently. You don't say. Look, there's even books on the chair for him being so short. Malice 80 proof whiskey. A hard drink for a hard man. Wow, even his alcohol is arrogant.
Solomon muttered
I should
inaudibly.
just swallow you right now. What's that? I said I shouldn't bother you right now. Don't be silly, you're no bother at all. Let's see what else this bad boy has on it. Security system, time card logs, payroll. You know, for being so evil, this guy sure is boring.
Solomon once again muttered under his breath.
Just you wait. Huh? Oh, nothing.
Luca tugged on each of the cabinets.
Dang, this must be the good stuff. They're all locked. Perhaps he's not as careless as you suspected. Guess it's time to talk to you now. I'm really sorry you got dragged into this mess, Solomon. You needn't worry about me. Well, I feel bad either way. We're gonna get you out of this, I promise.
With a subtle, quivering lip, a smile crawled across Solomon's face. They heard the trampling of frantic footsteps from the hallway.
Lock it, lock it, lock it! Locked. That was close. When we left Nelly's office, it was swarming with clipboards. We barely got away. Did they follow you? Yes. Rollo. Before we start tossing blame around, it is possible someone ordered a pizza. We'd love to hear your thoughts. Definitely not pizza. What now? Don't look at me, I'm officially retiring from the heisting business. We're so sorry for the inconvenience. We just have a few quick questions. Just let me think. Can someone watch the door? Of course. Everyone else, huddle up. Oops. I think this little caper has gone on long enough. Solomon, no! Hush now, child, the adults are speaking. Dr. Modewell, a brief reintroduction is in order. We've never met in person, but we have corresponded. You see, it was I who hired you. Solomon, the pathetic orphan child, the powerful and enigmatic founder, Sharper, the fallen progenitor who created this town, Perennial Harvest, Valentine Fertilizer, all connected by a single thread. Yours truly.
But that's...
Her eyes searched the floor in thought. Solomon watched eagerly, waiting for the flicker of epiphany. With a sickened look, she peered into his soul.
Ha! Yes, now you've got it.
Tempus Liquimine, you discovered how to reverse the process.
Solomon clapped with genuine delight.
Very good, Dr. Modewell. Very good. Though the discovery wasn't intentional,
Solomon glanced down, examining his youthful form.
and the effects went a little too far for my tastes.
That's why you needed me to finish Dr. Prescott's work.
Which you did admirably. Mr. Kerr, the vial, please.
Kerr presented it with a theatrical twirl of the hand.
May I present to you the eighth wonder of the world?
Before he could finish, Rollo snatched the vial from Kerr's palm.
Wow, this stuff sounds pretty valuable. Be careful, you fool. You have no idea what you have in your hand. Actually, we do. You just did a whole evil villain monologue thingy about it.
Rollo casually tossed the vial to Luca.
Gosh, maybe I'll have a taste.
Luca jiggled the vial mockingly.
Seize them! Luca! Over here! Move another inch and I'll smash it.
She held it tightly behind her back. Solomon sighed, speaking in crisp, measured syllables.
You have no plan. I'll smash it, I swear. Fine, risk killing us all. Or, if you're lucky, nothing happens. Then what? We recapture you and grant you much less leniency.
He pursed his lips with feigned sincerity.
But I give you my word, if you hand it over now, none of you will be harmed.
A deep uncertainty washed over Beck.
You're a smart girl, Beck. But there's no shame in being outwitted by someone smarter than you. We both know there's only one way this ends.
She looked to Nellie shakily. With a dispirited nod, Nellie sighed in defeat. Beck slowly approached Solomon.
That's a good girl. Beck, don't do it! We can't trust that jerk! I'm sorry, he's right.
With apprehension, Beck conceded. Solomon pocketed the vial and brushed off his shoulder with a sharp flick.
Mr. Kerr, you have allowed yourself to be humiliated by a group of children. Report to my office tomorrow for a performance review.
The blood drained from Kerr's face.
Of course, sir. But first you have a speech to make. Trot out there and give me the introduction I deserve. And don't forget to smile. Yes, sir. And to think all of this thanks to the efforts of Mrs. de Van Horn. I don't understand how this is all because of me. I said Mr. Van Horn, silly child. Dr. Wilt Van Horn. Walt, your father was always a thorn in my side. I offered him an opportunity to be part of something great, but the fool was blinded by righteousness. He even broke into my laboratory in an attempt to sabotage my work.
Solomon shook his head with gratification.
But the universe has a funny way of correcting course. By meddling with a force he didn't understand, Walt showed me its true potential. As fate would have it, Luca, your father's dying act was to grant me eternal life.
A muffled applause resonated faintly through the walls.
Well, that's creepy. Well, that's my cue. After the festivities and my subsequent ascension, I will return to deal with you all. Until then, I suggest you use this time to reflect on the magnitude of your failure. You three keep post outside the door. Oh, crap. I can't believe Beck sold us out like that. I'm not sure she had any other choice. So what now? What's the plan? I don't have one. Of course you do. You always have a plan. Rolo, you just need some time. Rolo, it's over. We lost.
Nellie was staring at the floor, deep in thought.
Sorry, Luca. Give me a minute to calm my mind.
Hey, I'm sorry, Luca. I did what I had to do. I know, it's just, we were so close. I've got a feeling that eventually Solomon will get what's coming to him. Time wounds all heals. What? Okay, I thought I was tripping. Well, time seems like less of an issue for him now. Okay, I'm not tripping. The writer tripped. Oh, now you want to talk.
Luca, there's something you should know. After Mr. Kerr locked me in that office, I had nothing but time and curiosity. I poked around a bit, hoping to find a means of escape, but I found something else. A note hidden in a false drawer.
What sort of note?
Dr. Prescott must have sensed his time of perennial harvest was growing short. So he left behind a letter with the hope it would be found by his successor. It was a confession of sorts. He left it for me, but its contents... Luca, I think they were meant for you.
Why? What did they say?
It was about an incident with your mother. Dr. Prescott found her in his lab with a stolen key card.
Oh yeah, we did see that memory.
There was an accident. She had been exposed to extreme amounts of Tempest liquamine.
The color dropped from Luca's face.
Is she?
She survived.
Phew, that scared me. Sorry, not the game. My lights just, the stickiness came off. And it made them fall a little in front of me, and that scared the crap out of me. Hold on. Let me fix it. Okay, it'll just sit there for now. Sorry. I didn't want that falling in front of me again because that scared the crap out of me. It's long and thin, so it just kind of slid down in front of the screen. I'm like, oh my gosh, that gave me a scare. Okay.
She survived. Dr. Prescott decided to help her recover. He no longer trusted Perennial Harvest, so he kept her whereabouts a secret. Over time, your mother led him to reconsider the purpose of scientific discovery. Science is often at the vanguard of change, but that doesn't always mean it's right.
I changed it up, I'm sorry.
He realized that no one should have control over something as powerful as time itself. I now believe that's why he began to intentionally sabotage his own work.
Wait, if you read all this stuff earlier, why were you still working and acting like you didn't know nothing? And it cost him his life.
That's a reasonable conclusion.
Luca was overwhelmed with emotion.
But if she's alive, then where has she been? Where is she now? Oh, I think we're about to...
A sudden explosion
crud.
sounded from the hull. Chapter 8.
Wait.
Comeuppance.
No, that wasn't the right explosion. That was out in the hallway. Oh, right. Roxy and her are still in here.
Ears still ringing, Gran picked herself up off the ground. Through the dust and smoke, she looked over to see Mrs. Fratelli helping Hiram Tolliver to his feet. She'd had to beg, borrow, and steal to acquire those explosives. How many nights had she spent visualizing how she'd use them to make things right? And now, her one shot at destroying the source, that damned hole that swallowed so much of her life, was gone.
Oh, she used it to break into the...
Traded for this jagged hole in a wall and a foolhardy shot at rescuing Rollo.
Aww. She gave up her chance to destroy the source so she could rescue Rollo. Aww. Aw, Gran, you're a sweetheart. Well, you know who you are.
With Fratelli and Tolliver at her side, she stepped through. It was a strange feeling. The last time she'd stalked this maze of hallways, it was in a different body. They quickly rounded a corner to find a group of clipboards guarding a door. Something worth guarding is probably something worth seeing. She leapt forward, brandishing her cane. If her last chance at vengeance for things lost was truly gone, she would just have to fight to keep what she still had.
Oh, look at that. Woohoo. Sounds like a good butt whooping out there. Gran, what are you doing here? Luca, what are you doing here? We're here to save Nellie. We're here to save Rolo. I'm Mrs. Lucas, Gran. That's awful nice of you, but I'm fine. Oh no, what did they? Gran, there's no time to explain. We have to go now. Come on, everyone. We've got a party to crash.
They made their way out from deep within Perennial Harvest, just as Solomon finished up his speech.
Thankfully, we can dispense with formalities from here on out.
Solomon pulled a glass vial from his pocket.
We gotta stop him.
In one smooth motion, he downed its contents. A triumphant smile grew across Solomon's lips.
No! Well, I guess that's that. We lost. I wouldn't be so sure about that.
With a mischievous look, Beck elbowed Luca. Remember when I had the vial behind my back?
I had tweaked his wonder potion with a little... Oh, I want to play with them.
I might have tweaked his wonder potion with a little change.
Like pocket change. Your unlucky penny. Yeah, I plopped it in the vial when no one was looking. What's that gonna do? No idea. That's the beauty of science. Now we observe. You can all call me Shopper Valentine.
His body and face began to contort and expand as he disappeared into a belching green mist.
Might look like blood appeared over there just now. What the? Oh crap, he's a baby! Yeah, but he's still Sharper, right? Well, he was no longer matters. What he was no longer matters. Tiny baby! Oh, this is an innocent child. I apologize for all the harm my father has caused you.
Eris awkwardly cradled the squirming child. She looked to her brother, her voice shaking with uncertainty.
Augustus, what do we... We do what Valentines always do. We must be done. What must be done? I'll hurry home and prepare a crib for father, young Sharper. That would be a great help. Thank you.
She looked
Dang
back
it,
down
did I
at the
actually
infant
choose the
with
right
equal
one the
parts
first time?
Kindness and terror in her eyes. With a shake of her head, Eris addressed the crowd with a stern scowl.
Okay, everyone, the show is over. You may leave now.
Epilogue.
Dang it, I chose the right one.
Beacon Pines' coldest summer on record came and went without much fanfare. Folks shared what they had, and none were left wanting. The new school year was ushered in by the falling leaves of autumn. After everything Luca, Rollo, and Beck had been through, middle school was bearable. The chill of winter didn't seem to bother people much. They kindled a hope for a better future in their hearts. When spring arrived, farmers planted their crops with a sense of joy and optimism. And as the dawn of the first day of summer came again, its light slowly spread through the shallow valley. It crept over the town square, across the river, past the neglected welcome sign, and came to rest on a young boy sleeping at dawn, his mind at peace, knowing he is here for a reason.
Okay, it would have been fun if they made him look a little different. Rollo, are you up yet? Roger that. It's a beautiful day at Mission Control. You gonna swing by? Be there in a minute. guess I should probably be looking at stuff. I can't do it, guys. I can't go on with the good version. I mean, this literally seems like it's working. We got to an epilogue, guys. Should I just go and... Like, what happens if I go out in the middle of a choice here? I guess I might as well just finish where we're at, huh? That'd be the responsible thing to do.
Eleanor had moved back into her bedroom, and now that she wasn't sneaking out late, she even slept there most nights. Over time, Eleanor began moving Walt's old things out of the closet and into storage.
So that room bed is just not being used anymore. Hi, Mom. Mom, I'm ready to go now. You go on without me. I'll meet you there. I've got a batch of jam to finish jarring. It's funny. I only started making jam as a way to send messages without anyone noticing. Now I enjoy it. Just checking. Yeah, hero time. But it would have been fun if there was like a change to like wardrobe, or he looked a little older, something like that. Would have been cute. It's amazing how much a boy can grow in a year. I mean, he's 13 now. Aw. I hear you and Rolo have big plans for that little treehouse. Yeah, it started getting crowded after we revoked the maximum capacity 1 Rolo, 1 Luca rule. So we decided to expand. Oh yeah, we have 3 new members now. But at least we've got some help with that. How's the internship at Nellie and Alona's shop going? It's been great. I'm hoping it helps me get into the School of Agriculture up at State. Also, Nellie said she'd write a letter of recommendation, which would be huge. I just can't help but worry about leaving Rolo. He's grown up so fast, but he's still my little brother. Yeah, he had a heck of a growth spurt. I don't mean grown literally. This morning he was up and finished his chores before I even had breakfast. Well, some of that might be his excitement about the treehouse renovations. Don't tell him this, cause it'll go to his head, but I'm really proud of that little punk. I'm sure he feels the same way, but he's just too dang proud to tell you. I know. Hey Gus, how's the tree planting going? Couldn't be better. Oh, look at how happy he is now. I'm so grateful to Iona and Nellie for helping me, letting me help. I just wasn't built to be a mayor. Too much bureaucracy. Bureaucracy. That's how you say it. Gus, we finished cleaning up the sidewalks. What's next?
When Perennial Harvest collapsed, most of the clipboards skipped town. But some stuck around and dedicated themselves to making things right.
Anyone with a knack for art can help paint the new offices. You can count on us. Well, it looks like you really found your calling. I never really felt comfortable telling people what to do. Now, this right here, this is something I can be proud of. Aw. And you're still sleeping. How's the napping this morning? The most underrated part of a good nap is the view. And the view's getting greener every day. Nice. I see you've decided on a name. Yep, we had to clear out all the old stuff before putting on the final touch. Slow and Dirty Harvest is now official. Slow and Dirty, I love it. I like it. It was actually Nellie's idea.
There's still a lot of work to do, and the name serves as a reminder. Just because progress is important doesn't mean change should happen fast. In fact, I've learned that the more you care about something, the more important it is to take things slow. Our motto is, grow slow and fix things.
Amen to that. That is adorable. Slow and dirty. That's fair. I'm like, Because if you want a good harvest, it is going to be slow and dirty. I respect it so much. I love this. I'd better not dilly-dally. Gotta get to the treehouse. Guess this is my last chance to see if there's anything of importance here. Anything else of importance here? Nope.
Luca gently.
Nothing. We're out. A little higher. Yep. A little lower. Yep. Little higher. Yep. I'm telling you, the angle isn't the issue. We need more power to the radio. Luca, there you are. Would you tell him it's not at the angle? Hey, I'm not in charge of antenna redesign. Fine, fine. Iggy, just don't do anything drastic until we get back. Who, me? Tish, you're in charge while I'm gone. Yep. They'll be fine, right? Oh, he'll be fine. If we really want mission control to turn into something bigger and better, we have to loosen our grip a bit. You're right. Lead the way. Our big boy roll up. Hi and bye. Young Mr. Van Horn. How's little Solomon, Sharper, doing? Young Sharper seems to enjoy nature more than I. So we do a lot of strolling these days. Has he, attempted to crawl out of his crib and plot world domination? Yeah. Thankfully, no. I spoke at length with Dr. Modwell, and she feels that Sharper's infant mind has not developed enough to retain his previous memories. For all intents and purposes, the child is unmolded clay. Let's hope he's a little nicer the second time around. That is the objective, yes. But really, all I can do is try and hope. Two activities I am endeavoring to find less distasteful. Well, I think you're doing a great job. And the whole town is ready to help out however they can. I can't teach him to throw a baseball. Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait to teach him baseball. That's adorable. That would be acceptable. That is so cute. He gets to start over and his daughter gets to make sure he grows into a better person. What's today's news that needs knowing? I'll give you tomorrow's headline today. Our old friend Patrick C. Montesquieu, aka William Kerr, has just performed a stirring rendition of the Ice Cream Cometh, Iceman Cometh, at the State Correctional Facility. What's the name of it? Hold on. Prisoners of Love. That's what he's doing. He's doing a Prisoners of Love right now. If you know that reference, mention it in the comments, please. I hear there isn't a dry eye in the house. Well, I guess he has plenty of time to work on his craft. Blue skies above. Don't copyright me. He looked at to his friends with a thankful smile. After everything that could have gone wrong, everything that did go wrong, we made it. The end.
Closing her eyes, Miss Hatch took a deep, relaxing breath.
Oh, hello, Luca. How are you? Really good, actually. That's wonderful. Did I miss anything? I think you're pretty much up to speed.
I respect it. Hello, old man.
Hey, Mr. Nuncreed. I'm gonna go see my dad in a bit. Did you want to come with?
After everything I did, you'd still...
Mr. Nuncreed shook his head.
You really are your father's son, aren't you? I don't think I'm ready for that yet.
Well, you're always invited. I bet he'd love to hear from you.
I'll visit Walton in my own time. You run along now. So many rabbit babies!
With perennial harvest gone, the transportation tubes were left unused.
Come on! No one is too big, no one is too small. For Jeff's wild ride.
Well, maybe not completely unused.
Just one piece of candy. For the ride of your life. Who's next? Me, 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 me. Hey, guess what? Yesterday I saw a Dynatease Tidius. And that's good. It's great! I haven't spotted one of those in years. At this rate, Beacon Pines is going to become a bug capital of the country. Glad you think so. I'm going this way. There's Beck. I have news I think you'll enjoy. This morning I unpacked my last box. You're officially moved in. It's just a box. Let's not blow this out of proportion. It sounds an awful lot like putting down roots. I guess I decided this place is root-worthy. You're going to be stuck with me for the foreseeable future. I do have to warn you, most years aren't going to be as interesting as this one. I think I'll manage. Ready? Before we go, there's a bit of a surprise. My mom's prepared this tree especially for you. They didn't have to do that. It wasn't just them. Just about the whole town pitched in. We all owe you. Oh, it's gonna grow to be the tree his dad liked. He's gonna plant a tree. Oh. It should do okay in the cold of old Beacon Pines, and thrive as things warm up. That's perfect. When you're ready, take Jeff's wild ride to Old Beacon Pines. When you're ready. I'm not ready for anything. It's so sweet. Let's see what's over here now. Nothing. It's fine. I want to see how everyone else is doing. There's a lot of people here.
Over the school year, Kato and Bert had become close friends.
But did you know that when they covered up the source, they found a new species of fungus? Yep, and they are studying it at the new labs. Did you know that Beacon Pines is now the smallest town in the country? Yep, close to the population before Perennial Harvest moved in.
It typically went on like this for quite some time.
Sounds about right. Hey, Jace. I can't believe it's over. Yeah, the town's really starting to turn a new leaf. The town? I was talking about Hank Atomic. I just finished the last issue. How was it? As great as always. Hank finally returned to Earth. But I just feel weird now. Weird can be cool. It just means you're ready for something new. Any suggestions? You could ask Miss Hatch about what she's always reading. She seems to really enjoy it. Huh, maybe I'll do that. She's as obsessed with the story as I am. Wink, wink.
Luca peeked over Piper's shoulder. Laid stealthily inside a large volume of mathematics was the first issue of Hank Atomic.
Piper, are you reading Hank Atomic?
Do you mind not telling anyone?
I've kind of got a reputation to uphold. Oh, it's nothing to be ashamed of. Just about every kid in town reads Hank Atomic. Honestly, I'm excited for you. What I'd give to start over fresh. To experience it again for the first time. I guess that's the downside of finishing something nice. At least now I can enjoy it again through you. Promise to tell me how about it as you go.
Sure thing.
Yeah, that's really how it comes down, because now I'll have to accept that this is where it all ends. For a great game. Okay. We have a few more people to see. Just a few. Wow, back for seconds?
If it's not too much trouble. For the longest time, I didn't understand the appeal of ice cream. It serves no purpose, other than to be briefly enjoyed and then it's gone.
Hey now, don't you speak of ice cream like that.
But it's pretty tasty while it lasts. I'm inclined to agree.
Ice cream is the best thing in the whole dang planet.
Hey Luca, can you tell Roxy I'll be free in an hour?
Sure thing.
My dad's making me stock the shelves for the summer. He said it builds character. I think he meant to say it builds calluses.
Builds character.
Yeah, it builds something, all right.
Luca, can I interest you in a delicious apple?
He playfully waggled an apple.
No thanks, just saying hello.
Well, hello then. Mind telling your mom we need a new crate of jam?
Already?
It's funny, we used to hide this stuff in the back, terrified that someone would find out about our secret messages. Now everyone wants to get their hands on Eleanor Van Horn's famous spy jam. That's cute. Also, I noticed the museum is gone. Guess it was just supposed to be a temporary thing. Oh, wait, only one of the cool kids is here.
Luca, do you want a Scotty? On the house. I don't really have time.
Zariel, you gotta come see this! I finally did it! I pulled the perfect espresso!
Aw, Lumi. If I didn't know better, I would think you're proud of something.
As if I know.
It's too late. You are now officially a person that cares.
Aw, that's cute. Gosh, this game is cute! Oh, it's all over though. I'll be perfectly honest, I wasn't expecting it to end quite so chill-like. Especially with all the intensities of the other endings.
I'm glad you swung by.
More follow-up questions for your story?
Nope, I got everything I need. Thanks again for that. I sent a draft of the story to a reporter in Capital City, and they offered me an internship.
Of course they did. You're an amazing reporter.
I don't know about all that. A story about a phony corporation that picked up an entire town and people and moved them to cover up a massive illegal mine shaft full of incredibly hazardous chemicals sort of writes itself if you think about it.
Just don't forget us when you become a fancy big city reporter.
Capital City isn't that far away. I'm gonna have to come back from time to time to check in and see what sort of new trouble you've gotten yourself into.
Sorry to disappoint, but my adventuring days are over.
We both know that's not true.
What makes you say that?
Call it a reporter's intuition.
Is that their way of saying there'll be another game? Because I want there to be another game.
Mrs. Fratelli glowed with a carefree smile.
Is that your suitcase? That is 2 weeks of unencumbered tranquility. Excuse me, would you be so kind as to take my order? 2 weeks of sand, margaritas, and forgotten obligations. Excuse me, I'd love to place an order.
Mrs. Fratelli sighed with a zen-like calm.
Just as soon as the lunch rush ends, I'll be a feather on the wind. You're going on vacation? For the first time in years. And I've got you and your mom to thank. Why is that? She didn't tell you yet? You two are gonna fill in for me at the diner while I'm gone. Just like old times. It's fine, I'll wait. You're gonna wait for a while, dude. Might as well get comfy. I should look into seeing if they made any other games, because this is just really good. I enjoyed this very much. Ah, you got it! Now here, that's a good-looking tree. Being special occasion and whatnot, this ride's on the house. You're gonna want to hang on tight to that little tree. So cute. Aw.
I think this is it. The end I've been waiting for. Honestly, I'd begun to lose hope of ever finding it. But then you came along. I don't know exactly how to thank you. It's hard to explain how much this means to me. It's funny, now that our time together is finally ending, I'm at a loss for words. Let's just watch the end together.
Okay. Done. A good little tree. The best little tree. Thank you, children. This means a lot. Yeah, thanks for everything. Shucks, I only did what any super awesome best buddy would have done. We should probably give you some time alone now. You good? Yeah, I am. It's been a wild year. How are you feeling? Everyone keeps asking me that. I'm fine, really. Pa always says the only thing fitter than a fiddle is a cello. I feel like a dang cello. I don't know how to say that word right. Well, if you ever stop feeling like a cello, I'm here for you. I know, you don't even have to say it. You two make an awesome pair. Excuse me? We're a trio now. Yep. Thanks. There's just one thing missing now that you're a part of our group. Missing? Let me tell you a little story about a man named Hank Atomic. Oh gosh. I won't be long. We'll be waiting for you back at the phone booth. I've found the perfect way to start our summer. You've got some good friends. I'm so proud of you. Your father would be so proud. I know. Mom, can I ask you a question? Do you ever dream about Dad? Not a night goes by I don't. Are you ever afraid that you're going to forget him? Forget what he looked like? Forget his voice? No, because so much of him lives on in you. He loved that old tree, but I know he would have loved this one more. Because his two favorite people planted it. I'll give you two a moment. Don't you dare make me cry now, game. Come on. Hey, Dad. Dr. Modwell says that over the next few years this place should warm up. So you don't have to be so cold for much longer. I think I finally understand why you left that night. There were things you believed in. Big things. Those beliefs were the things that made you you. If you wouldn't have stood up to Sharper, stood up for what you believed in, you wouldn't have been the same person anymore. You had to go. But that didn't mean you loved us any less. I might not visit you as much as I used to. I know you understand. I'm trying not to cry because that was very sad. Nice. Oh! I pressed the space bar and it blew out the candle. Achievement unlocked. Close the book. It's over! Man, that was a really good game. Let's see. Well, our timing was pretty good. Though I do want to actually go and do the other choices and see what happens before we close out officially on this wonderful, wonderful game. Is she gonna sing now? How dare she be such a great voice actor and sing? I am offended. I'm not ready to meet someone who is better at this stuff. So naturally talented. I gotta give it to... I'm waiting to... I don't know if I missed it, actually. Oh, I just did. It was right at the top. Dang it. You guys can go back and look at the name. I'll go look at it after the recording. But you know who you are. You did amazing. All of you involved in this game did amazing. This was a wonderful game, and I enjoyed it heavily. I just... Oh, it's just the humming part. I just realized that's what they're doing. You know something else I noticed? They made that to be continued thing where they said about the second charm. That... I feel like that was, supposed to reference something. Like, I'm not crazy, right? I feel like it should have had it was like referencing to something. I don't know if maybe it was just an enchantment? Achievement. I meant to say achievement. I don't know. I'm not ready for this to be over, man. love for there to be a sequel, I'm just saying. Like, a sequel would be really good. So, we will have to check out the other 2 charms that we had. At least 2. I think there was more than 2 now that I think about it. Oh, the music is good. It's good music. This was really fun, though. Sorry, I'm moving something. I'm gonna have to go tell my sister that this was a really good game, and I'm very happy I got to play it. It was a lot of fun. And it was very colorful and creative and charming. Lots of C words that are important. And it was really well done. Like, they made a point of it being you had to find the charms, but at the same time, it didn't make it like a scavenger hunt type thing. In the beginning, it technically was, but that was just to kind of open you up to, like, looking at everything. But it kind of tells its own story as time goes on. And you can just go back and try other things. And, like I was saying, it makes me think of the game, and it's a series, actually. It's called Perfect Apocalypse. And put purr, like a cat purring, and paw, as in a cat's paw, in that title, because that's what it is. It's Perfect Apocalypse. And it's a 3-game series. And basically, it's the same idea, where you kind of have to try a bunch of different random paths to find the information and the story so you can solve what's really going on. And it's really good. This reminded me a lot of that, because I loved that game too. And because I've decided I'm going to go for more of a family, more towards family-friendly channel, more than a just kids family-friendly channel. Basically, I'm just doing whatever I like to do. So I actually plan to do those games. Is she gonna say something else? Oh, well, the candle's just officially out. Okay, so we can go, and you realize that I'm pretty sure this is supposed to be like his dad's tree here. Alright, so we do have to try the other 2 options. But what I was saying was, I am definitely going to go play those games and record them. But I'm going to try and make a point of putting a disclaimer in the description whenever I do a game that might be not as family friendly. Just so people know, like, okay, if they have a sibling, like, for example, like me, I have a my youngest brother out of several younger siblings. My youngest brother, we don't let him, like, watch certain stuff. And certain YouTubers we let him watch, we already know are clean. So we don't have to worry about him going and just hanging out on YouTube if he wants to for those. But we do feel like we have to keep an eye on what he watches. And I know a lot of people try to do that with kids, just because there's so much stuff on YouTube anymore. It's not like it used to be when I was younger. But this way I can safely say, like, you know, if you don't like cartoony gore, then you don't want to watch the Perfect Apocalypse series. If you don't like any language at all, even mild language like this game had, there'll be, you know, disclaimers in it. I'll make a point of putting that in so people know that that's a thing. I just feel like it should be open and upfront with people. So whenever you find a new video by me in a game you don't really know anything about, just check out the description of it before you start watching it, and that should give you a good idea of what all's going to be in it. You might want to keep an eye on for the younger audiences out there. Even though I'm pretty sure no one really worries about the younger audience anymore. It's just few people like me and my family who do. But enough about that. We are going to finish this up right. As a coworker of mine, a wonderful lady I know, would always say, go with the gusto. We're going for... Did I hit Malice? No, I just hit the thing. Wonder Potion with Junk or Malice? Let's do Malice.
I might have tweaked his Wonder Potion with a little malice.
Malice? Oh yeah, that's right. The whiskey was called Malice. The whiskey from his office? Yep, dude had an unfinished glass on his desk. Figured his grow juice could use a little hair for a little hair of the dog. You can all call me Shopper Valentine.
His body and face began to contort and expand as he disappeared into a belching green mist.
What the? Oh my gosh, he exploded. Now that's what I call 80% proof whiskey. Dang, dude. Pop goes the weasel. That was the achievement I unlocked.
The crowd gazed in stunned silence at the now empty stage. The quiet was broken when William Kerr sprinted off stage and into the distance. He was never seen around Beacon Pines, or anywhere else for that matter, again. Watching the silhouette of Kerr disappear over the horizon, Luca began to laugh. First, a low chuckle that became uncontrolled, heaving laughter. Through his tears, he was vaguely aware that the crowd had begun to laugh with him. The end. That was unexpected. Perhaps a bit of an absurd ending for my taste, but who am I to say? I'm only writing the damn thing.
That's funny. She's like, no, that's not the ending I want, thank you.
I might have tweaked his wonder potion with a little junk.
Can't wait to see the look on his face when he realizes he drank his own cigar ash. How did ashes get into the vial? It was pretty easy to mess with the vial when it was behind my back. Oh, that's sneaky. Well, it's a bad habit anyways. Pa always says bad habits are like 50-yard field goals. Huh? Hard to kick. Ha! That was a good one. You can all call me Shopper Valentine.
His body and face began to contort.
Sorry, I have to skip you this one. What did he... Oof, that's not a great ending to that. Just turn to ash. Well, that's one way to kick a bad habit. You are what you eat, they say.
As the last of what was once Sharper Valentine wafted into the air, the crowd began to disperse, still numb from what they had just observed.
Yeah, I would be too. That is uncomfortable.
Sharper Valentine was gone for good. His end would be a new beginning for Beacon Pines, a new chance to let go of the things they had lost and grab hold of a new future. The end.
What do you think of that one?
Well, I'd be lying if I said that wasn't a bit gratifying. If that feels to you like a good note to end on, I won't stand in your way.
Okay, so I guess that is everything. That's it. That's the game. Oh man. It's weird that it's over. I'm happy and sad at the same time. Because boy, was this a roller coaster of emotions for me. That was just a very intense game. And the ending just felt a little less than intense, being perfectly honest. But it's fair. I mean, what did you expect? That's how stories go sometimes. And I respect it and the writing choices of it. Because it was a very good story to tell. And it had a happy ending for everybody, including Iggy and his sacrificing loveliness. Like, everyone had a good ending. Even Sharper got a good ending. He gets to start over fresh with lots of wonderful people to help him. I'll be perfectly honest, if they were to do another game, I would play it. I would love to see years later for Beacon Pines, and maybe some different mystery show up, and now they're like teenagers. Sharper's a little kid now, and he looks up to them, and just everybody kind of going about new lives, and all of it kind of getting into trouble because something's going to happen to Beacon Pines. I feel like that would be a really fun game to continue on. Probably because that's how I feel about Gravity Falls, because this reminds me a lot of Gravity Falls. You can probably guess. Because Gravity Falls, I would love to see a few years later to see where everything goes from there and kind of continue on the same idea of, you know, protecting the place you call home. I would love to see that with this game. They would definitely get my payment very quickly. I would buy this game in a heartbeat again. But for now, I hope you enjoyed as much as I did, because you know I did. It was great. And I'm sure my sister's going to want to play it on her own time sooner or later. For now, thank you so much for joining me. Leave a like to let me know that you enjoyed the series. Leave a comment letting me know what your favorite part about it was, whether it was the story, the art, the characters, the creative storytelling, or even just specific parts. Maybe there was something specific in the series that you just really enjoyed. I'm still just like, I went back and watched a recording of when I got that uh, heartbreak of watching them turn to ice the first time, and I'm like, yeah, no, it still hurts. It caught me so off guard. I'm like, that was probably the closest to a jump scare I've ever experienced, because that was like, I was not emotionally ready for that. But anyway, thank you for joining me. See you guys next time. I'm sure you're going to be, probably the next game you'll see come from me after this is Perfect Apocalypse. I'm going to do the whole series. I'm looking forward to it so much. So I'll see you guys then. This is SonicRanger, signing out. Bye!